welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. It's your girl Alexis. If you are watching this video and you are not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? So go ahead and subscribe to my video. If you're watching this video now, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, and don't forget to like my videos. After you watch the videos, please like them so that when you like them, everyone else can see them, and then you can also let me know that you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and if you would like and comment. I know that we can make it to 500 tribe members for the end of this year. I just know that we can. So finally, y'all, I found the time, the moment to do this life update video. I know some of y'all who have been my loyal subscribers since day one, it's like, where have you been at, Alexis? Like, where have you been? But if you was really paying attention, you would know that when you last saw me, like, I was about to get ready and get surgery. Like, I know I went to Dominican Republic and I didn't even really get a chance to tell you all about what that was all about. You would know I had to get knee surgery, meniscus tear. I had a meniscus tear and it was just needed to be repaired, you know. So we'll get into that, my surgery, just in a moment. I am in my mother's, it's created for like her walk-in closet and stuff. So that's why you see like her purses up there. You see her clothes is right here. I'm not in my room with my beautiful pink background because I can't control people in my background when they're loud. So I didn't want to be in a house with people and they playing music or they're playing other YouTube videos or just being too loud and I can't tone it out and I can't tell people to be quiet. One of the main reasons as to why I am going to be getting my own place this year, if not early next year. So that's definitely something that's one of the biggest goals, and we're gonna get into that very soon. First, I just want to update y'all from when y'all last see me. And the last video before I started posting again, it was me going to Dominican Republic. Went to Dominican Republic. Well, actually, y'all, I'm gonna get into Dominican Republic video a little bit later. I'm gonna talk about the surgery. So my meniscus tear surgery went great. I tell y'all, that was the most, like, I have never went through nothing like that. First of all, I've never gotten surgery. I've never had to deal with recovering after surgery. Just everything with it. It was a lot, y'all. When I got surgery and like recovering, I went into a deep depression because I felt like I had no one, you know. And you don't realize your body parts and how much you need them until you have to get surgery for them and recover for them, and you can't use them on the regular like how you used to, you know. And like even just me making up a bed was so hard, so difficult. Like, you know, I know how I made it through, because I was finna say I don't know how I made it through, but I know how I made it through because I'm a very strong woman. I am a warrior. And God is always by my side. My guardian angels are always by my side. So I just felt like I just had a lot of extra strength added, you know, from God, and me just being a warrior and always being able to get through things, you know. I want to say by like 6 months after getting surgery for me to take off my knee brace, to not need to use any crutches, and to fully walk. But even when I was walking, it was funny because like my PT would be like, just walk regular. Like it was almost like I kind of had to like slide my leg, and I didn't want to like fully bend my knee because I was just so scared, you know. I had to like really retrain my brain, like it's okay to walk on your knee, like just walk regular, you know. But like 6 months, it took 6 months for me to like walk with no crutches, no brace. The 7th mark, it got even a lot more better, a lot more easier. I will admit, y'all, that first PT, that lady that I had, because I had her even before I had to get knee surgery, but then I ended up getting her again after I actually had to get knee surgery. She was great. She has a very good spirit. You can know she loves her job. Like you could tell when a person really loves their job. After she left to another PT, and like I kept getting women PTs, which I didn't really have a problem with, but then I started to notice that like I was like, I think I should be stronger by now. I think I should be pushed more by now. So I did realize that like the women PTs there were too soft on me. But I had a guy PT. I had him twice when I got him. And when I tell you that first PT session with that guy, I was like, yes, this is what I need. I need to be pushed. When I left them 2 sessions with him, felt like I went to the gym and I was being trained by my trainer at the gym, and I'm leaving my session and I'm like, yes, I'm about to get strong. Like, yes, this is gonna work. This is good. That's how I felt. I didn't felt like he pushed me past my limits. He pushed me just right. But then I stopped going because I thought I was good. I would say we probably leaning into like the 8th month now, maybe 9th month. But I still felt like it could have been stronger. I was like, at a point when I stopped going to PT, I was like, wait a minute, maybe I needed to go back. Maybe it needs to be a little bit stronger. Like May or June, it was between May and June, I went back to PT. I went back to the same company of Athletico, but I went to a different location. And at this location, mainly men PTs there. And I was like, dang, this is the one I need to go to. My original PT had left. I need to come to this one with all the guys here. I probably went to 4 of them, maybe 5. Time I know what it was because I knew what I was getting prepared for, which I'll get into that a little bit at the end of the video. But I knew what I was getting prepared for, and like it just seemed like because I was getting prepared for this, it just seemed like every day, you know what I'm saying? Every day I was trying to make money to pay for this, to pay for that, make more money to pay for this, to pay for that. Then it just seemed like I was starting to go to a lot of doctor's appointments all of a sudden. And then, y'all, like out the blue, I get a call from my mom. And, I had already been saying out loud, manifesting and praying, like, and just saying out loud, like, I know I'm going to get a car this year. I know I'm going to get a car. I don't even have a job. But I'm just like, I know I'm going to get a car this year. I don't know how, but I know I'm going to get a car. I kept saying it to myself every single day. Get the call from my mom. And she's like, yeah, I'm finna get my Jeep made. Because my mom, she works for Chrysler. And I guess when you work there for a certain amount of time, you get the offer to get a vehicle. And she was offered to get a Jeep, get it customized how she like it. And that's what she was doing. And she was just like, I'm going to give the car to you because I know that you want to get a job. And then, she mentioned like she knew what I was getting prepared for and what I was going to do and what I needed to do. And she was just like, I just need you to get a job and get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Get you a place. I'm going to give you my truck. But my mom did warn me that the truck that I currently have, y'all, transmission, I think it's the transmission because it definitely wasn't the engine. But I think it was the engine. I can't remember, but it's either one. The transmission or the engine is going to be done by early next year, meaning by 2025 it's going to be done. I was just running so many errands. It just seemed like when I got that vehicle, just everything just picked up extra speed for me. I had to be here, I had to be there, I had to make money over here, make money over there, I had to pay for this, I had to pay for that, I had to make sure I got that, because I'm preparing for something very big, so it just seemed like every day I was just gonna go. Whole time I'm thinking about my YouTube channel, y'all. I promise you, the whole time while I was away, I was always thinking about Planet Neptune, self-love. I miss my YouTube channel. I miss posting. I miss editing. I just miss everything. So I have a vehicle as well. So yes, congratulations to me, because life is so hard when you don't have a vehicle. I know that there's public transportation and catching Ubers and Lyfts, but first of all, public transportation, call me bougie, call me whatever you want. And when I had to do it, it was in middle school. It was a straight shot there and a straight shot back. I was in middle school, a 2-year session. Other than that, my family made sure I had rides to get to wherever I needed to. And then at one point when I was using Ubers and Lyft to get to work, that was damn near a paycheck. Like, I'm getting paid. Even when I was getting paid every week, I'm like, man, this is taking up my whole check. And I barely have any money to keep to myself, to save. And then, of course, at that time, I was mentally just all over the place. I was not healed. Frame of mind was not where it was at now. you know, so I wasn't saving. I was spending my money, even though I had only a little bit left after the Ubers and Lyfts and stuff. It was just too much, you know. And it's like by the time you catch Uber and Lyft for a good month or two, you realize you done spent about enough money that you could have saved for a used car, you know. So it's just like, no, it's not gonna work. So I was running around, you know, while I had my truck and stuff like that. Very, very grateful, very, very blessed. It couldn't have come at a better time, you know. And like my mom gave it to me a little bit early, because she actually was gonna give it to me when I came back from out of town, but she ended up giving it to me at least 2 months before I went out of town, because they ended up giving her a rental. Her car and her job ended up giving her a rental while she waited on her Jeep to be customized. So I was able to get the truck 2 months early, and I'm so grateful, still so grateful, still in shock. Like, thank you, God. You know, like if you don't believe in manifestation, I'm here to tell you it works. You know what I'm saying? It works. It works. Like, seriously. I'm telling you. And I'm finna manifest a place. I'm manifesting a place now. That's my surgery, y'all. I did go see the person who did my knee surgery. He's a great surgeon. I knew that everything was gonna work out fine, because I never got no feeling in my stomach. You know, I never had no dreams or anything telling me don't do it, don't do it. And of course, I didn't do it on the Mercury retrograde time, because at first he was gonna schedule it at a Mercury retrograde time, but I was like, oh no, 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 no. We can wait another week or two when Mercury retrograde is over with. Then you can give me my surgery. I had to call off my PT. He already knew what I was preparing for. So I was just like, just let him know, because he know I'm preparing for this, that I just can't come. It's not the right time. I thought it was the right time. And I honestly didn't even know that like I was going to be doing this in this timing, because everything was just so all over the place. And it's just like sometimes when you plan for things, it don't work out that way. So then you just have to say, all right, God, I'm gonna just let you plan it, and when it's time to plan, I'll get right and jump into it. It was like I had to jump right into it and start planning. Like soon I had to plan, because for the next 2 months I was doing something majorly big. My knee is fine currently right now. I got my knee surgery at the end of September. So at the end of September, it'll be a year, which we're in September now. More so at the end of September, the last week of September, it'll be a year since I've had meniscus tear surgery. So, and I'm doing great, y'all. I can squat. I can bend on my knees. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't get on all fours. Like, I could not do that. It hurted so bad. And I couldn't bend my knee. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I went to Dominican Republic, that same week I had to get surgery. It was just like, you know, I had to take my time doing a lot of things, which I really appreciated my boyfriend at the time being so attentive and making sure I don't fall. And, you know, I was just on his arm and I was just careful and I just felt safe. Yeah, you know, and I didn't have any accidents or nothing like that, because even by the time I got to Dominican Republic, I was icing my knee a lot, resting my knee a lot, and I was able to walk a little bit better, because at first when I messed myself up by running from whatever bug that was in the living room, and I tripped on the carpet wearing some shoes that's way bigger than my feet had no business wearing. It just tugged at my knee and just ripped it more, it tore it more. So, but thank God that the doctor didn't have to like completely replace it. He just repaired it, you know. But I will say that it's still not at the strength that I want it to be, and partially that is my fault. I will take accountability for that. Other part of it is because I have such a productive life. Like, I don't know if you've ever been like, oh, I want to work out. Oh, I want to eat better. Oh, I want to do this. But then you realize like every day of your life, you getting up every day early in the morning. Because this is me, y'all. I literally will set alarms and beat my clock every morning. Get up. 10 minutes later, my alarm going off, and I'm like, haha, I beat my clock. Yay, you know, I'm moving fast, doing everything, brushing my teeth, taking a shower, getting dressed, out the house. If I'm running out the house, it's to go to a doctor's appointment, the checkup from the doctor's appointments, other doctor's appointments I need to go to that I need to make. Like, I just recently went to the dermatologist. Haven't been to the dermatologist since I was 16 years old. So I'm like, I have to go. I have to see about the hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, because I'm like, I've damn near almost lost 100 pounds. Why isn't this stuff on my cheek like getting lighter? Why is my skin color not coming back? Why is it not going away? You know, and of course it has something to do with the insulin resistance that I found out that I had. But it's just like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost at 100 pounds weight loss. Like, the dermatologist, the lady did wonders for my skin. She gave me some cream because she said I have something dermatitis. So like in this area, on my nose, in this area, and even sometimes on my eyelids, a lot of flakes, dried up skin. My skin would look very just dry all the time. And it just seemed like no matter what skin products I use, no matter oils, shea butter I use, Vaseline I use, the next day, the next morning, I'm still waking up just got skin literally on my face, and it's just horrible. It was horrible, y'all. And then like sometimes it'll be red right here. Like, it was just horrible. So I have something dermatitis skin, and the dermatologist was like, some people get it, some people don't. We don't know why some people get it and why some people don't. But yeah. And then she told me about my hyperpigmentation on my skin. She said, yes, it does have something to do with you being pre-diabetic and having insulin resistance. And she was like, all you can do is just keep losing weight, and over time it will go away. Your natural skin color will be there. It's just a process. You have to wait, which I knew that already. Because even from me taking pictures like years ago, like my pictures, and gradually over time how it's been to currently how it is, I'm seeing my hyperpigmentation like really go down. It's shrinking, but it's not like necessarily lighter. It's more so just shrinking. And like you see patches on this side of where like it's gone. Like, I was like literally the length of my pinky, there was a whole entire hyperpigmentation area that was so dark, and it was there. Now it's gone. So I'm like, I see the results. It just had to happen. It's gradually happening over time. And she was just like, if you still don't like the results of how slow it's moving, you could see a cosmetic dermatologist, which I thought that when I went to this appointment that it was possible, because I have insulin resistance. It's a medical issue that possibly I could get granted to get a chemical peel or a laser thing. But no, it's cosmetic, so yeah, I will have to pay for it. Yeah. Even though one day I will get a chemical peel, I definitely will, because I'm going to get it regardless of my hyperpigmentation skin. But like just any of the blemishes on my face, like I just want new, fresh, clear skin. Like I want my skin to look like glass when I'm done with it, you know? I want to say probably just before, probably like 5 months after having my surgery, I was still using a crutch, and I still had my knee brace at 4 to 5 months. And I was in my room, which was a smaller room. It was a very small room, staying with my uncle. And I had noticed over my bed that like the ceiling was like kind of not caving in, but it was like a bubble, you know? So like every time it would rain, it seemed like the bubble would just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So one day I felt the water literally dripping on me as I'm laying in the bed with my legs up, you know what I'm saying, with my knee brace on. And I'm like, oh no, the ceiling is not about to cave in on me after I done got surgery, and I'm sitting here recovering and can't get up in enough time. This stuff gonna fall all on me. So, you know, I told my uncle, and my uncle was just like, all right, move across the hall. You know, I really told him like, I have to move across the hall, because there's no way possible I'm finna sleep in this room with the ceiling coming down like this. You know what I'm saying? And like his daughter, which is my cousin, she was not there no more. My uncle had kicked her out almost a year ago. You know, almost a year ago. It was almost about to be a year that she had been moved out. And, you know, I'm not gonna get into that, you know, but I will have a story time about all of this, because basically a situation happened between me and his daughter at my mom's house. The same week that I had to go out of town for this very special moment, I had to pack up all the things in the bigger room and go back across the hall to the smaller room, which was something that I was not planning on ever doing, because pretty much with me moving across the hall after that, it was going to be moving out to my place. It wasn't supposed to be me moving back to the small room, you know what I'm saying? And it really upset me, because being in that bigger room, I gained a lot more items, you know what I'm saying? Items that I could put in my kitchen, items that I could just have period in the home that I was going to move into. These are items I could have put in my home, but because I had to move into a smaller room, I had to downsize, and I had to throw away a lot of things that I was just like, I don't have no room to put this stuff, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? I had no choice, and it really hurt my heart because it was some stuff that I actually did really wanted to keep, but I was just like, I literally have no room, you know. And like, my uncle has an enclosed porch, which I was able to put, you know, even like some my winter clothes out there on the porch in a bag, and like some other items out there on the porch in a box and bag and stuff like that. But it's just like, eventually, you know, it's gonna be winter time, it's gonna get cold, and I don't want my stuff just sitting out here in the cold. But like, it's okay to keep some of the items out there, but not all, you know. So it's just like, where am I gonna put these things when I have to bring them in this small room? Like, this small room is already packed to capacity, and like, basically I just have my room set up to where it's just in boxes, mainly boxes, some bags, and all of the bag stuff is underneath my bed. But pretty much I have my room packed up to the point where if I was moving today or tomorrow, I could just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I do have to pack up my closet, but a lot of the stuff is in like bags and containers. But I really want to box up all that stuff that's in my closet, so it could just look a little more like, yeah, she's gonna move, you know. But then again, if I don't do it, it's okay, because the stuff that it is in the bags, like, it's okay. Like, it's in thicker bags that you would use at like Aldi's or something like that. Like, it's in thicker plastic bags, like even thicker plastic bags that you can get at Burlington and stuff like that for like $2 to $3 to $4. Like, they're thicker bags, so it's okay. But yeah, my room is basically the smaller room that I had to move back in across the hall with the leaky ceiling. My room is just boxed up and bagged up, ready for me to move, because I'm not going to be there that long. Just before my birthday or right after my birthday, I'll be moved. I'll be gone. It could be November, December, January, February, March, April. Between one of the months, I'm going to be in my own place with my man. I will have a story time coming up about that situation. We didn't have a problem until we had a problem, and I didn't know we had a problem, you know, until we had that problem. So it was just like, yeah, you know, you've been feeling some type of way about me. You just needed a reason to like really be the way you've been acting towards me, like funny and shit. She needed a reason, so she got a reason now, and that's why now she just really been acting how she been acting, just funny acting. Yes, I was very, very happy this year because I was able to accomplish getting me a vehicle. And then behind that, what I was preparing for, I was able to prepare for it. I did make a vision board before I had to go back across the hall into that small room. I was happy to make that vision board because that was something that I wanted to do. I made a 3-year vision board, and I've literally been able to do 2 things on that list. And that's get me a vehicle, and the second one I'll get into in a minute. 3 is what I actually crossed off, and 1 is in the making. So one of the things on my vision board that I was able to cross off is me getting a job, y'all. I just got a job. I was planning on getting a job anyways, once I made it back in from town. 10-hour shift, so that's 40 hours a week right there. And I'll have 3 days off. And I like my schedule. I like my hours, not even gonna lie. And then 2, like, I know working this job, because I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, like, I'm going to lose a lot of weight. So my watch that I have is definitely, I'm going to make it past my 10K steps a day, because y'all, like, lately at the highest, I'll get 7,000 steps, almost 8,000 steps a day. But I want to get to 10,000 steps a day. And I know working this delivery Amazon job, I'm going to definitely make that mark. Very, very excited to be working a job, y'all. I have not worked a job in 5 years. And that's, you know, due to mental health. You know, I'ma just be real. Mental health is real, you know. Like, I knew that I was always suffering from something. Didn't know what it was, you know. I was a child dealing with it, a teenager dealing with it. And I knew when I was a teenager, I was like, something ain't right, you know. Like, I'm so depressed, you know. And going to a psychiatrist and finding out that I have anxiety and depression and PTSD was like, I was just like, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. And like, I was just in survival mode all the time. So it didn't make it no better being in survival mode, having those mental illnesses too, you know? So it was just like, when the pandemic came, y'all, everything just hit the fan for me. Even though I had already been on a healing journey, years previous before the pandemic had came. It was like when the pandemic came, it really brought it out of me, you know. Like I was in that small room at first during the pandemic. I was in that small room, so it was just like, you know, I was in that small room, them four walls. I had only myself, you know what I'm saying. I had a best friend at the time, but like I ended up not being friends with her no more. I ended up really just realizing a lot of things and a lot of people in my life. And I literally had to cut off a lot of people that was so close to me, so dear to me, that I thought would be in my life for the rest of my life and be there for my very special moments. But no, you know, some people is meant to be in your life for a reason, for a season, sometimes half of your life, sometimes a quarter of your life, sometimes damn near all your life, and you realize like, damn, you a snake, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. And then you have those very few of those people who are literally meant and stamped to be in your life for forever, you know. I realize like those people who were in my life, like they were just snakes, and I had to cut a lot of people off. And I also had to take accountability because of those people. I'm just like, wow, I had relationships with these types of people because I didn't love myself enough. I didn't respect myself enough. I didn't know my worth, you know, and I definitely know it now. So can't nobody be my friend or be in a relationship with me or be around me, period, and think that you're going to talk to me any kind of way, think you're going to disrespect me or anything like that, because I know myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll cut you off in a heartbeat, literally in a heartbeat. I won't think twice about it. And like I had to learn to detach from people because I was always so used to being attached. I'm a double Pisces, sun Pisces, moon Pisces, Libra rising. So I'm a very, 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 very friendly and kind person. You know, I was being too nice, you know, all my life. And that's something that you don't really want to be. You want to be kind, because when you be nice, you can become a people pleaser. And that was something too that I realized when the pandemic came, that like, Alexis, you've been a people pleaser all your life. And when you're a people pleaser for all of your childhood, all of your teenager years and your young adult years, and you're in your late 20s and you're just like, I've given to so many people, I have nothing for myself. Like nothing. And they don't have nothing for you? Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it was just hard, you know, when the pandemic came. I felt like I was having a lot of psychotic episodes, y'all. Like, I kid you not, there was some times where I would be in the room and I'm just like in the bed and I'm just like rocking back and forth and I'm just looking around and I'm just crying and crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. And I just, like, I was just like, don't slip, Alexis. Like, don't slip. You know what I'm saying? And this is getting me a little bit emotional because I love myself and I will never, ever, ever put myself through that again. Ever in my life. And that's how I know that I am so strong, because I almost slipped. My mind was almost gone and I wasn't going to be able to get it back. But I was like, I did not come this far. God did not bring me this far to just let my mind just slip like that, you know? So I just started praying so much. Like, I've gotten so much closer to God. Even when the pandemic had came, I've gotten so much closer to God. And that has definitely helped me so much. Like, yeah, when I tell you I was damn near about to be in a straitjacket, like, one time when I was having a psychotic episode in the room by myself, like, I literally was about to call 911 because I was just like, my mind just won't stop. It won't stop. It won't stop. You know? But I just had to face it, you know? And I had to do my shadow work because that was another thing that I had never did. Like, I never did my shadow work. And you have to know about shadow work. You know, just Google it. You know? Y'all, I'm trying my best not to cry. The pandemic was rough when it came. The lockdown, the quarantine was rough. But at the same time, it wasn't. Because it gave me time to look within myself. And when I tell you going within, ooh-wee, It was beautiful. I mean, it was dark. I ain't gonna lie. It was dark. But it was beautiful. Like it really was, to see myself on the dark side. Like I literally just when I found her in the dark, I just hugged her. It's me because it is me. It's just the darker me. The me that doesn't like my weight, the me that judges myself, the me that's hard on myself, the me that's a people pleaser, the me that indulges in junk food from time to time and feels guilty about it, like the me that had low self-esteem, the me that didn't love myself, the me that just let everybody take advantage of me. Realize like it's myself part of the blame too, like when I saw her in the dark, when I found her, when I went deep inside, when I found her in the dark, that dark side of me, my shadow side, I just hugged her so tight, so tight. And I remember doing my shadow work sessions and just crying so much, crying so much. And then it came to a point where I was able to just laugh with her, laugh with her, feel sexy with her, dress up and just know that like everything is okay, like everything is okay now. And you have to just love yourself, love all the parts of yourself, and embrace it. So that's how I'm able to just be better, like I just feel great, y'all. Like I just healing for me, it has its moments where it's up and then you go down and you be like, dang, I didn't think I was gonna go down again, but then you get picked right back up, like it's literally a journey. When you're healing, it's literally a journey. It's never going to be perfect. You might even feel like, wow, why am I crying like this? It felt like how it felt in the beginning of my healing journey, but you literally will have moments of your healing journey when you've made it years great. And out of nowhere, you'll be like, why is it so chaotic right now? Why do I feel so, because it's all a part of a healing journey. And you just have to embrace everything that comes with it. You may not understand it, but just say, God, I don't understand it. But later on, I've been able to see like, oh, wow, I see why I went through that moment. I see why I had to reconnect with this karmic partner just before I met my soulmate 2 weeks later. I see why I had to meet him 2 weeks before I met my soulmate, because it was meant for me to meet him, take my power back, and close the door and walk away for good and meet my soulmate. Got off into like a whole depression thing, but I just wanted to let y'all know because like I know hearing somebody who hasn't worked in like 5 years is crazy. And like I just wanted to tell y'all why. I wanted to be real. Like I really wanted to heal myself. That's why I love my uncle so much, because he was so willing to just let me heal. He was like, I understand you need to heal, you need to do this. And like I even broke it down to him, like even the traumatic stuff that I've gone through that I haven't even realized, like, wow, Alexis, you need to go get some help. Like you need to go talk to somebody, because a kid to go through, or a teenager to go through, or even a young adult to go through, or just a person in general to go through alone, like, yeah, you need to go talk to somebody. And I appreciate my uncle for letting me do that. And then like after 3 years, I want to say maybe even 2 years after the pandemic, I found out that you could get some assistance from the state if you have a mental illness. So, I went to go see if I can get it, because I'm just like, why not? You know what I'm saying? To get on my feet and then let it go. Why not? I wasn't going to stay on it forever, just to get on my feet, literally get a place, get a car, and then look into a job and then let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, when I started to apply to get the assistance from the state for if you have a mental illness, I was great. My mental A1. I was like, I know what I want. I know what I need. I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do. I became a woman who was sure of herself, very high self-esteem, very confident, and ready to take on the world. That was another thing when the pandemic came and I was healing and doing all of that, looking inside myself. I was like, what do Alexis really want? And what does Alexis really need? What do I really desire out of life? And what are my morals? You know what I'm saying? And I had to reprogram my mind too from everything that I've learned. Because a lot of the stuff that we have learned is a lie. And you'll be surprised at how many things that we have learned, like just down to milk. You would think that milk, oh, great for your body, strong bones, ugh. But what they did not tell us is that people with melanated skin are not supposed to drink milk. Milk is only for Caucasians because they lack melanin. When people who have melanated skin, or I'm gonna just say black people, because I think this applies to Hispanics too, and people who just have melanated skin, when we drink it, it builds up mucus in our body. That's any dairy products, to be exact. It builds up mucus in our bodies. And when you have mucus in your body, it builds up. And when it builds up, it carries and holds diseases and illnesses. So that's that. And I'm going to just leave y'all with that. I finally have a job working for Amazon. Currently at the part where I have to go get a drug test, which I'm going to go get my drug test tomorrow. And then pretty much right after the drug test, I'm going to schedule for my training. It's like a 2-day training thing. They want to see if we could drive the trucks, which I know I can drive the trucks. Because pretty much when I was test driving at Ford, before the pandemic happened, I was driving the most biggest trucks there, like the biggest trucks, and I was good. Like I was driving big old F-150s and all of them stuff. You know, I was driving them big old trucks with no problem. So I know I could drive, you know, the Amazon trucks and stuff like that. And then they want to see, you know, just do the whole training thing and stuff. So, and y'all, it's on the east side. So now I have to travel about 20 minutes away from the west side to go to the east side to go to work for Amazon delivery trucks. So with that being said, wherever I move and get my place, I have to move on the east side, which I have never done. You know, I'm a west side girl, west side till I die. But I have to move on the east side now because my job is on the east side. So I'm going to like try my best to get a house on the east side. A house or apartment that's dog friendly, of course. That's in the most decent area that I can find. Like the most decent area, you know, that I can find when I move on the east side, because it just is what it is, you know. But I do, once I work this job, I do have to save very quickly to get another vehicle, because this vehicle that I have is only going to last me for the next few more months, you know. As soon as the snow start hitting the ground, I gotta be looking for another car. You know what I'm saying? As soon as right after fall, when we get into winter time, winter season, I gotta look for a car. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really just have fall. You know what I'm saying? September, October, and November to like save and get another car. You know what I'm saying? Which the amount of money that I'm finna make working at Amazon, which was another thing that I manifested. But God was like, I'm finna show out for you and pay you a little bit more. So I'm very happy about that too. Like how much I'm going to get paid for working this Amazon job. I'm in shock. I've never been paid this much ever. So I will definitely be able to save for October and November and even December and get another vehicle. And then with the vehicle that I have, I'll just junk it and take whatever couple of hundreds from that, add it to what I got, and get another vehicle. And then that's why I'm just like, October, November, December to save, because yeah, September is pretty much about to be gone, and I know my first paycheck ain't gonna be until October. So that's why I'm like October, November, December to save and get a new vehicle. And then like January, February, March, you know what I'm saying, get a place, save and get a place. So it's just like, you know, things are going well, things are going at a right timing, things are definitely aligning, you know, for me. That's what I've been so excited about. Like I've had to run around and try and get my life in order, y'all. I didn't want to come back without no job, without no vehicle, just with no good news. I didn't want to come back with nothing, you know what I'm saying? Still no job, still no car, still, you know what I'm saying, haven't progressed in no type of way. I just did not want to come back like that, you know? So that's why I was just like, I have to get myself together. I have to get things together, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I know I can accomplish getting a vehicle and getting a job and getting a place. And I've been able to do two of those things, you know? The last thing in the place is gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen because I'm speaking it into existence now. To update y'all with me having a vehicle, having a job. The third thing I want to tell y'all about, if y'all been paying attention to my press on nail videos, my Asian snack video, even my video when I talked about Ice Spice and Cleopatra, if you've been paying any attention, y'all, to my hand, y'all would have seen that I have a wedding ring on. Like, and I wear a size 7. I used to wear a size 8 ring, but I wear a size 7 now. Like, yes, y'all, look at my ring. I love it. It's so beautiful. But I'm a wife. I am a whole entire wife, y'all. And like, this is something that is major for me. Because literally ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be a wife. But I was just like, where's my husband? You know what I'm saying? I've always manifested that as a little girl, and just growing up and saying like, I'm going to be married one day. I know I'm going to be married one day. I'm going to be happily married to the man of my dreams. To the man of my dreams. I'm going to be a wife to the man of my dreams, you know? And I'm going to be his dream too, you know? Always manifested that since a little girl. And I used to say, oh, I'm gonna get married on the beach too. I'm gonna get married on the beach. I'm gonna get married on the beach, you know. Yeah, like I'm so excited that, you know, just before I turned 30, like I've been able to catch up on my health, find out that I have pre-diabetes, but be able to manage it and get it down, you know. I've been able to lose a lot of weight, even though I've kind of packed up a little bit of pounds, but we going back down. I've been able to lose a lot of weight. I've been able to have clear skin. I just recently got a job, a good paying job at that offers benefits, and I love the schedule. I get 3 days off. Everything is just aligning, you know, for me to have a husband that's just so amazing. Like my husband, y'all, my husband is so amazing. Like, he's the best person on earth, you know, like he's so amazing. And I never thought that when I met him that this was my husband. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. I just was like, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'll see, you know. And time went on. And next thing you know, 3 days later, we talking on the site, and he was like, I'm ready to get off. I think you should too. What you think about that? I said, For as long as I had been on dating sites off and on, I was like, no man has ever approached me like that. Hell yeah, I'm getting off. Because I'm like, this is a man. He's taking leadership, and I'm ready to follow. Yes. And it was like, after that, everything between us it got better and better and better. Yes, it was hard being in a long distance relationship, especially in the beginning, because we have not physically been in front of each other yet. I have not felt his energy. I don't even know what he smells like. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard. But at the same time, video chat is amazing because we stayed on video chat like every day for 2 years straight. It was hard in the beginning on him. Because I wasn't taking no shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I took a lot of shit. I'm not going to beat him down because I did take a lot of shit. I was like, I'm going to give him a fair shot. I'm going to give him a fair chance. But I definitely was like, I'm going to still make it hard because a real man, a real masculine, strong man is going to see that and be like, oh, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And still choose to call me, still want to be with me, still want to get to know me, still pursue me, still take down each brick one by one. And that's how it was with him. Like, he literally was removing because I had a wall built up. A tall brick wall built up. And he took down each brick one by one. And he like, I ain't going nowhere. That was the energy he gave me. Was like, I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. I understand you've been through a lot. You've been hurt. And I know now you know your worth. It's okay. You know when you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I had to realize too. Like, there's a lot of people in the world that look good. It's going to be someone that walks in the room next that probably looks good. But it's all about that person inside. that you get to meet and you like. And then they get to meet your person on the inside. So the both of the peoples on the inside of you is just playing with each other and meshing. And it's just like, ooh, I like you. I really, really like you. I love you. I really want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to be old and gray with you. I'm going to build a life with you. I'm going to build an empire. I'm going to have businesses. I'm going to travel the world. I just want to make you smile. I want to make you feel great for the rest of your life. Like, when you meet a man that want to take care of you, that's the one. And ladies, especially my black queens out there, don't ever be afraid to step outside of your race. Because that was definitely something I was scared to do, but I knew I had to do. Why? Because since I've been dating, I was dating black men. And I got nowhere. Did you hear me? Nowhere. For a black woman now watching this, think about it. Have you been only dating black men? What are the results that you're having? Are you happy about them? No. Date outside your race. I'm telling you, just give it a try, you know? Me personally, I knew it wasn't going to be Caucasian. I knew that whoever it was going to be had to have some melanin in his skin, because no. I need melanin. I need melanin. And there's a lot of different other races that have melanin in their skin. So I say date outside your race, ladies, please. Don't ever feel like you have to be so loyal to your race and just date only them, and you can't date another race or even the other sex if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you're going to be crucified. Yes, you're going to be judged, but who cares? Because guess what? Black men, I feel like, have always been dating outside their race. Black men have always been dating outside their race. They've been dating Becky's and Melinda's and Chung Lee's, you know, Su Young's, you know. They've been dating outside of their races, you know. They have no problem with doing that. But for some odd reason, it seems like a lot of black women that I know, they don't want to do it. It's almost like they feel like, oh, I can't break the loyalty. I can't break the loyalty. But it's not even about that. It's about you and what you need. And if someone in another race is willing to give you what you need, then why don't you deserve that? You know? Why don't you pursue that? Why don't you look into it? Give it a try, you know? And I'm not saying this to bash black men, because I know that there is some decent black men who will give you what you need, but it's it's becoming very, it's like a needle in the haystack when it comes to black women finding another black man that can be the leader, that can be masculine and feminine when he's supposed to be. It's hard to find another black man like that. A lot of them these days are in their feminine and they're unhealed, and they've come from broken homes with a single mom who had to work double shifts, midnight shifts, take care of the house, pay all the bills, and she had no village. So they're looking at their mom like, my woman is supposed to be like that. Not even knowing that your mom was tired. She didn't want to be strong like that. She did not want to be working all those shifts and paying all the bills. She wanted to be a soft mom. She wanted to be a nurturing mom. She wanted to be a mom. But a lot of black men come from broken homes with single moms that had to be very, very masculine. And my mom was one of them, you know? And it's sad. It's very, very sad. Very. Because a lot of black dads, they need to take responsibility. Because they can have a child and literally go off and have a whole new life. Go off and have a whole new family. But yet that mom is stuck with her kids. And I can't even say stuck. But she's like, I'm not finna give my kids up. I'm finna take care of my kids. And do the best that I can. That was what I was preparing for when I had got my vehicle. So that's why I was running around a lot, because I didn't have a job at the time, but I was like hustling and doing side jobs like babysitting, doing cleaning jobs, helping people clean up. Like I had went and cleaned up the church one time with my grandma and got some money and stuff like that. So I was just doing a lot of things to hustle and make some money so that I could get my wedding dress, so that I could get, you know, just everything that I needed to be ready. I was so excited, so happy with everything. I love my wedding dress. I love everyone that helped me. You know, my makeup was great. The makeup artist, she did my makeup so flawless. Of course, I did my own nails. I did my own press-ons. I did pretty majority of everything. I did my own hair. I picked out all the clothes that I wore, the dress and everything. And the only thing I didn't have to do was my makeup. I even did my own lashes. Like, I did my own individual lashes, and they were great. You know, I haven't did individual lashes in years, and I said that if I do wear them again, it's definitely going to be on my wedding day, and then it's definitely going to be like at my baby shower and stuff like that, that I would do my individual lashes, because I just really don't, I'm not that girl that's into it, because as you can see, I have my own lashes and I wear mascara, you know. I wear mascara, and I feel like, you know, I would just rather be natural and wear my own lashes. You know, wearing them lash extensions every 2 weeks, every month, all the time. It's like, no, it just begins to be too much for me, at least, you know. I feel like using my natural lashes and getting some good mascara with good bristles on it is good enough for me, you know. Prepare to get ready for my wedding. I will say, y'all, it was like, the devil was really trying to play with me and my husband during the whole preparation of us getting ready to get married, which I will have a story time talking about the day that I got married, you know, just a whole entire video dedicated to me preparing to get married, when I got married, and just pretty much where I'm at with being a new wife. And I just feel like I have a wife glow to me. Like, I've already been glowing because I've been so happy and I feel so healed. And then, of course, I met the love of my life, who was able to put me in my feminine. You know what I'm saying? Because the old guys that I used to deal with, they had me in my masculine. I was in the wrong energy when I should have been in my feminine, and they were in their feminine, and I was in my masculine, and I was the one that was doing all the chasing and the pursuing and buying this and buying that, when it should have been the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to be with a man that you could just be feminine with. Like, time for us to eat, he just picking the food and I'm just eating it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this is good. Like, he not like, oh, what you want to get to eat? He like, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah. And he gets the food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my man. He's a handyman. He's a manly man, you know? Like, it's just amazing. And then he have his moments where he's in his feminine energy when he needs to be, you know? I love how he has an equal balance of his masculine and feminine. And I remember telling him that, and he was like, what? He was like, he didn't get it at first because my husband is Dominican. So Dominicans are very, very different. I will say that. That's why I'm like, being around my husband, we will never be bored, because I'm a city girl. I'm from Detroit, okay? I'm a African-American woman from Detroit. And my husband is a island boy from Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, us being together, we are never bored. Trust and believe. And I was like, we'll never be bored. We'll always have a lot to learn from each other and teach each other. Like, I love that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've noticed that as well. Like, he always has something to teach me. I always have something to teach him. We're never bored. We're around each other. Like, he has the funniest reactions to shit. I be having the funniest reactions to stuff. And it's just like, it's amazing, you know, how we've been able to bring two different worlds together, you know? And it's just amazing, you know? And I just really, really appreciate, like, I know they're my family now, but like, his family being there and supporting us and showing a lot of love to him and me, you know, like, I was just so happy, y'all, just so happy. And I felt so beautiful. Like, even though any other time I feel beautiful, because like, even right now I feel beautiful. Wedding day, y'all, I felt gorgeous. I felt the most beautiful that I've ever felt in my whole entire life. Like, the little girl in me was just screaming, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm really getting married. I'm literally in my wedding dress. I'm literally standing next to my husband. Like, we're saying our vows. Like, oh my gosh, like, Just thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, so much. So yeah, I would definitely have a video on talking about me getting ready to get married. I have clips in Dominican Republic, the day of my wedding and stuff like that. And then, you know, just talk about where I'm at. You know, I'm in a long distance relationship and we're 1,200 miles away. And, you know, to some people, they'll be like, wow, like, how did y'all do it? And, you know, you might want to know, and maybe I could give you tips, anything, you know, on how to be in a, you know, long distance relationship. And I will say that it only works if the two of you want it to work. And you have to constantly work at it to make it work. And then you have to build trust with your person. You don't ever want to have trust with that person in your long distance, and then it's situations that you put yourself in that don't make you look good, so then that other person gets a little worried, you know. Just, I love my husband so much, and I know I haven't really talked about him that much, y'all. And I know I just went to Dominican Republic and did that video, and I didn't even touch bases on like why I was there and who that guy was in the video. But yes, I definitely will talk about that Dominican Republic trip and just how we met and everything. You know, I won't get too deep into it because I want to wait for y'all to really be like, well, what is y'all story, you know? So like, I'll briefly talk about it, you know, not too much. And I definitely will talk to y'all about me preparing to get married and how it was for me, because it was a roller coaster. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen people plan their weddings. It's very stressful. Y'all to watch that video when I talk about me getting married. I'm so excited, y'all. Finally got to tell y'all all this great news and just let y'all know that everything is up for me. Everything is aligning for me. God is answering my prayers, y'all. I literally have a vehicle after being down for almost 1.5 years because that Jeep that I had, it broke down on me. I had to sell it, and that was that. And I was down for like 1.5 years, y'all. And then I got a vehicle. I manifested that. Shortly after getting the vehicle, you know what I'm saying, I found out my wedding date. You know, I'll tell y'all more into that when I talk about the video about me getting married. But I found out my wedding date, and then I immediately had to get prepared for it. And I'm just like, I'm gonna be a wife. Like, this is so exciting. And then for me to get back from being married, come back home, and not even a couple weeks later, I have a job, and a good paying job with benefits. Like, what? So it's like the next step for me, the biggest next goal for me is to get a place, because I've never been able to have my own place. I'm 29 years old, and it's time. It's time. And I'm so excited, y'all, to, you know, finally have a home. And of course, that would be Planet Neptune self-love home. It will be our home. And I can't wait to just decorate it and just, you know, just do a whole lot more videos, you know, being in a home and just letting y'all see like my decoration styles with homes, because, you know, I'm very good at that type of stuff. So yes, the future is amazing. I see it because I see what I see now, you know. And even just talking to my husband, like, and just telling him all this good news, like, he was happy when I got a vehicle. Then it's like, we know our wedding date, and then for me to be able to book that flight, he was excited about that. And then, you know, me coming back and then telling him about getting a job, having a job, he was definitely excited about that. And then it's just like, now me and him is just like, now all we gotta do is get a place, you know. And then after we get a place, then I got to look into an immigration lawyer, and then we can get him here. You know what I'm saying? Got to look at visas and get him here as soon as possible. And then once he get here, then he can get a very good paying job and work his ass off. And we're going to be both working our asses off, saving, because he keep telling me, I'm buying you a home. You know, I want to buy you a home. Like, I love this man so much, y'all. Like, he literally sat down with me, like, after he gave me the ring and stuff, he sat down with me and was just like, you know, we were in a hotel room, and he was just like, let's make a list. Like, let's make a list of goals that we want to accomplish. And, you know, number 1 was to get married. Of course, we accomplished that. Number 2 was for me to get a job, which I just accomplished that. And number 3 is to get our place. So it's just like, and that's the next step, is to get a place. That once I start working, at least, you know what I'm saying, 2 months of me working, then I'm gonna start looking for a place, because by then I've been able to save a little bit, you know. So yes, y'all, that's the big major thing next, is getting a place. So y'all, yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed this life update video. By the time I get my place, that would be the next life update. That would be the next life update, because I feel like that's going to be like a good 6-month stretch, and that'll be enough time for a lot of things to happen and be sitting in my place. And I'm just like, look y'all, life update, let me fill y'all in, you know what I'm saying. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. I will admit, up until I do get my place, sometimes I might be in this room in my mother's closet, because like I said, I stay with someone and I'm not in control of, you know, telling them to be quiet in the background. Don't have your TV loud, don't play your music loud. I can't do that, especially if that's not my own home. So it's just like, if I can't record in my room, then I'll be in my mom's closet. But if I don't want to be in her closet, then sometimes I will be in my vehicle recording, which I think the story times that I'm going to do in my truck. And I'm just going to probably introduce y'all to my truck, you know. But y'all get to see the inside of my truck, and I'll be, you know, doing story times in my truck. So these would be like the 3 different places of where I'll be recording, because yeah, I got to work with, you know, what I have and my space and stuff, which I know that I will be in my own place very, very soon, y'all. There isn't really anything else much that I need to update y'all with. So yes, y'all, I hope y'all have watched this video from the beginning to the end. I appreciate you so much. Please subscribe. Please like this video. And if you would like to, please comment. But once again, please subscribe. I'm trying my best to make it to 500 subscribers before the end of this year is. And I hope that I can have 3,000 watch hours by the time this year ends, so that I can get my channel monetized and really get into some things, y'all. Okay? So thank you guys. I hope you have a safe day, safe night, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay prayed up, and I am back. I'm back, y'all. Every week I will be posting videos. I can't say when, I can't say how many, but I can promise you that every week I will be posting videos. I know last week I didn't have anything, but that was because I was preparing for and eventually we'll be able to get into a day of work with me, where I take y'all to work with me as being a delivery driver. I wonder how the uniform is gonna look on me. But yeah, y'all, we'll see when we get to that point. Bye.